When discussing whether it is better to be feared or loved, Machiavelli talks of two great military leaders, the Roman general Scipio Africanus and the Carthaginian general Hannibal. Scipio was seen as a great commander and was held in high esteem by his men, but even though they respected him, they did not fear him. Machiavelli said that one of the implications of having such a reputation was that Scipio is limited in the range of actions available to him. Some military and political strategies and tactics he could not use, as it would damage his reputation, which was seen as spotless among his soldiers and the wider population. While he was in Spain, the troops under Scipio's command rebelled. This mutiny occurred because of the discipline being too slack rather than too tough. Scipio was not willing to punish them for their behaviour. At the time, when Rome was a republic, kindness, generosity and showing mercy were seen as virtues rather than faults. Scipio was forced to be merciful in this situation to keep himself popular as a leader. This led to his army not fearing him as much, and as a result they were more prone to mutiny. By enforcing some forceful discipline and instilling some fear into his men, he could have brought them under control, but he didn't, and Machiavelli criticises him for it. No prince should mind being called cruel for keeping his subjects peaceful and loyal. Hannibal was described as a cruel leader by Machiavelli, who believed this character trait was an asset in his position. The general's army was far more diverse than Scipio's, and they travelled a further distance to foreign lands. To avoid internal conflict and mutinies amongst the troops, a feared but respected leader like Hannibal was needed. In The Prince, Machiavelli argued that it was better to be feared than loved, and in this regard Hannibal had a strong advantage over Scipio. His ability to instill fear into his men and followers helped him to command a huge army and an expansive empire. Among the wonderful deeds of Hannibal, this one is enumerated, that having led an enormous army, composed of many various races of men, to fight in foreign lands, no dissensions arose either among them or against the prince, whether in his bad or in his good fortune. This arose from nothing else than his inhuman cruelty, which, with his boundless valour, made him revered and terrible in the sight of his soldiers, but without that cruelty, his other virtues were not sufficient to produce this effect. Being brave or good at your job as a leader or boss is not enough to secure the loyalty of your workers. Strength and discipline is required to keep them under control. Good leaders are admired, but strong leaders are obeyed and respected.
Join the movement. We are Leviathan. Together we rise.